Rolling.
So one of the things that I consider to be very important about what we're experimenting with is the reality of decision making when you're engaged in combat. There are decisions being made at every second, at every moment, in real time. So you can be in a class and you can have move of the day, and you can have drills that you've done, whether they're kicking drills, punching drills, or striking drills. But when a fight is happening, it becomes alive at that very moment. So things that you had planned that work well with your class or with your partner, because you each have counter moves that you know to do to each other, you can't count on your opponent having any of that. As a matter of fact, it's almost even more frightening if your opponent doesn't know anything about fighting, because not a single thing that they do is scripted. You have to be prepared to use all of the things that you learn in class, but you have to make effective use of it at that moment of maybe one thing or maybe two things. So I think the ultimate power in all knowledge is how you make it applicable, right? So just because a sequence works in one place, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work in the other. And you, again, cannot account for what that other person is bringing, so you have to be prepared for it right then and there. This does not mean that you don't drill, and that you don't practice, and that you don't do the things that you're being taught, but it does mean that once you're dealing with real combat, you have to be prepared to make decisions and applications that are appropriate for that moment and that place and those set of circumstances.